Alright, so I apologize for the noise. I'm driving on the highway, currently going about 75, but I got 20 miles before my next turn, and I just wanted to record a quick video today, Friday the 13th, nearly a full moon. It's like an 8 out of 10 full moon kind of thing on my birthday. I just almost threw up. Friday the 13th, almost full moon on my birthday. Hell yeah, that's what we're doing. I'm on my way back from a rage room in Portsmouth, New Hampshire, and I haven't driven down to Portsmouth myself. I'm sure I've been through there. I'm sure I've gone there for something with somebody a long time ago, like my family. I don't remember. But first time, I've been to like Portsmouth, Maine, but not Portsmouth, New Hampshire, I don't think. And yeah, I went to this rage room. It was a place called Vent, and I've never been to a rage room before. I've only ever seen, like, you know, TikToks and shorts of people in the rage room, like, breaking stuff and then crying and stuff like that. And I'm like, yeah, I want that. I want to go do that. When I got in there, I put on, like a Slipknot full-body suit thing. I got, like, a big helmet, gloves, and they asked for music, and I was like, no, that's fine. And then as she was about to leave, I'm like, actually, you know what? Can you throw on whatever Korn playlist you have? She's like, oh, hell yeah. So she put that on. And I went in there, like, fully in my head, ready to just, really let loose. And I had, like, I had an anxious stomach the whole day. My stomach was hurting and twisted because I was anxious. Anxious, for one, because of the drive. It's like an hour and 25-minute drive away. I don't like driving that far, especially, like, on highways and stuff. I'm fine driving on highways, but it's just, long drives. And also just kind of like that ball of anxiety because I know that I'm going in there to let out emotions, and there's a lot of anxiety in me of, like, am I going to let out too much? I'm going to feel embarrassed or judged for it? Am I going to not let out anything and disappoint myself in that regard, because that's what I'm there to do? And turns out it was the latter. I didn't have emotions come out. Besides, if anything, I just dissociated. I remember being in there, but I just kind of, like, my vision just kind of went blurry, and I just turned down to, like, 1 out of 10 of conscious self, and just broke what I could. But it wasn't like a full unyielding rage as much as I wanted it to be. But I think that also had to do with the limitations of the room. It was like you had a box of 15 items you were allowed to smash for the price you paid to get in there and whatever, and then like 15 small items. You got like some plates, glass cups, like whiskey bottles and stuff like that. Nothing too crazy, like things that you would smash within the first 2 minutes, and I had like 40 minutes to kill in there. Extra stuff you could pay for, and I did buy one other thing. I got a small window, like a single pane of window glass, and it's like frame, and it's metal frame, and so I got that. I saved that for like the midway point, and then it got to a point where, you know, there's already a bunch of stuff in a pile in there. There's like previous people's glass and wood shards and stuff in a pile pushed along the back. There's like a broom to push it all up, and I ended up, like, most of my time was spent after breaking the initial stuff, because I know that's what they want you to do, is break those little things, pay for the big things. And I was like, I didn't need to go and pay $25 for a stool to destroy, you know. I had a baseball bat, I had a golf club, a ball peen hammer, a crowbar, and like a hockey stick. I just pretty much used the baseball bat 90% of the time. I did end up using the golf club towards the end, just because it was my arm. I was getting tired. It was obviously a lot lighter, and the swing of it felt a little bit better. At, longer range. I could hold it. I could swing from further away. It had like a better arc to it, because the limitations I had in there, besides the items that I was breaking being few and small, is the helmet I had to wear. For safety, it's a big helmet. You tighten in the back to your head, and you have like the screen that comes down in front of your face. And while that was good, one of the problems with having dreads is there's not a lot of friction when it comes to wearing things on your head. You can only tighten it so much, but the dreads are loose, and it's tightened to the dread, and then the dread moves around, so the helmet pretty much fell off like 4 times. One time it fell off as I smashed, like the second I smashed something, my helmet flew off, so glass went everywhere, and I could have eaten a bunch of glass. Sorry, I'm trying to like give you guys light, but it's also distracting me because it's 4:31, so it's starting to get dark right now. So I apologize for the light imbalance. But yeah, so the helmet flew off a couple of times, and I had to catch it a few times. So it ended up being where I used my left hand to hold the helmet on my head and my right hand to smash the shit out of stuff. And it ended up just being me pushing with a push broom all the previous glass and stuff into a mound on the ground and just beating the shit out of the pile on the ground, just swinging the baseball bat over and over and over. But if I swung it at different angles, and I would like, arc myself in a way, my shoulder would hit the helmet and it would knock the helmet off balance. So that became really frustrating because because of the nature of having dreads, it made it really hard for me to keep the helmet on and be safe about it. Also, I wore my cool shoes, which are fucking Converse with pentagrams on them, and Converse is not very thick, and I'm walking in a room with nothing but glass shards everywhere. I should have worn boots. I didn't think about it. I thought there would be like little booties you could put on over your feet, little protective whatever, and you could get those, but I thought I looked at those and figured those were for the paint splatter that they offer. You can go and spatter paint in a room and whatever have you and do all that. So I didn't put the booties on. It was the helmet, the gloves, and the full like bodysuit. Not a morph suit. Like what the fuck do you call it? Like what Slipknot wears or used to wear. I don't know if they still wear them. Whatever the hell they're called. But so overall, the experience was fine. It was like $50 for the session and for the 15 items, and then I spent $10 on the window. So all in all, I spent $60 plus $30 I'd spent to drive for gas. So I did, as I walked out, I actually near the end of it, obviously I had to take a minute or two in between smashing the ground, just hitting the concrete floor with a bat a bunch of times. And like I said, it was a release of physical tension, but I couldn't get that emotional resonance that I was hoping I would get. I couldn't get to the point of where I would just fall to my knees on glass probably and just like break down like I kind of wanted to, because we all need that type of release. But I walked in there and I just dissociated so hard where all that stuff turned off, and even my anger was still like pretty surface level. And I think a lot of that had to do with feeling the limitations, knowing the helmet was hindering me, knowing that the things I like, if I had like a CRTV to just continuously beat the shit out of, that would have felt a lot better, because I want something that I can just pound and pound and pound and pound and pound and pound, not like smash, there goes a vase, ooh, I broke one thing. Like, I want to just unleash hell on something that will not break but does buckle and bend and crack. I want to damage something until I collapse from exhaustion, not smash, reset, and knowing I have like a finite number of things to smash and reset. So I'm sure they could have offered, they might have had like a TV or something like that in there, but it would have probably been like $40 or something, and I wasn't going to do that. So, but at the end of it, I did start to, I dissociated and turned myself off so much, and then the anger was kind of clashing against it so much that in like the last, I think 7 or 8 minutes, I did just kind of sit down, take my helmet off, and just like white knuckle. I just kind of like held my hands together with like tension, like bending my fingers a little bit as I was trying to like decompress. I became pretty aware at that point when I sat down. I started bending my fingers the wrong way. I'm good though. I didn't injure myself in any way. I had like there's like a weird like nerve thing I get in like this knuckle right here, and that's flaring up right now because I think something actually flew and hit my hand, but it didn't damage anything. But I think it just like did something weird to that like nerve cluster. I've had it before. It's whatever. It's a condition that I guess I have that pops up every now and again. So yeah, then after that I went to Walmart, got some supplies, some ingredients to go to my parents and make dinner for my mom's birthday on my birthday. Making dinner for her because her birthday was on Wednesday, and just couldn't really do anything because I had work and stuff like that. So going over there to make food. I bought myself a new chair. That's like, besides the rage room, the only birthday gift I really got myself. I got some Yu-Gi-Oh cards, obviously, because I'm a fucking addicted person when it comes to Yu-Gi-Oh cards. Not addicted, I'm just like, I like Yu-Gi-Oh cards. Can't fucking sell them for shit because nobody wants them. But I like Yu-Gi-Oh cards. I like opening stuff. And I also got myself a new desk chair. I got myself a new chair because the chair I have, I fucking hate. It's fine. There's like nothing wrong with the chair, but I hate it. Oh, I know where I am. Sorry, I like lived 20 minutes this way, and I used to live down this way, and I just recognized that gas station because I remember I drove too far one direction and was like, where the fuck am I? Like just going for a drive at night because I was stressed or something like that. It was whatever. And then I found that gas station, so I pulled in there to like have a turnaround point. So I remember coming out this way. Anyway, yeah, so got myself a new chair, which I still have yet to get rid of the chair I had before this current chair, so I have to either figure out who I can give that to, because like I'll give it to someone for free. I'm pretty sure I got this chair as a Christmas gift, but it's one of those things where it's like a gaming office chair, and those things are just a fucking rip-off. 7 miles. It's just not comfortable, and this one's... I've been looking at chairs on Amazon for months trying to find something good that's actually affordable. I do not want to spend over $150 on a chair. This one was only $70, and it's one that I looked at. It was like propped up in Walmart so I could actually touch it and feel it and stuff. And while it didn't seem like it'd be the most comfortable, the arms did raise up, so when my with my neurodivergent self, I sit on my left leg. If you watch me in streams and videos, I'm constantly adjusting because of... Oh, my ears just popped. Goddamn elevation. I sit on my left leg, my left foot, so it gives me room to do that with the arm out of the way, and I still have the arms for writing and working on other stuff. And it just seems more comfortable in general, and for $75, $79, something like that. Give it a try, and if it doesn't work out, I'll return it to Walmart if it's just bad. But yeah, so heading home right now. I'm gonna go drop stuff off at home, pick up Nin, go to Dollar General because I forgot cheese. I realized I didn't have cheese I'm making chicken parm. I realized it didn't have cheese when I was in the checkout line, and they only had 3 lanes open, and only half of the self-checkout was open because they had like no staff, so they couldn't have people constantly leaving the registers to go help self-checkout. So I was like 10 minutes into waiting in line. I was like, fuck, forgot the cheese. And this is not my Walmart, so nothing's close, so I have to run like a mile down that way to go get the cheese, but I just had to do that for the eggs. So, but yeah. I'll be home in 38 minutes, see the bunnies, and then go to my parents. I'm very excited. I'm just rambling at this point. I'm very excited for the bunnies for Christmas because I got them a couple of little things, and somebody else got them some gifts, so I'm stoked for that. Nothing crazy. I got them like a new litter box, a new food bowl. They got treats from my friend, and I also got them some new like litter box bedding, and it's a stainless steel litter box too, so it won't retain smell, it won't stain, and a lot easier to clean because I've been using plastic ones, and this way they can't chew the plastic to death. They'll try to bite the metal and go, ooh, I can't bite that, and then yeah. I also got them some chew logs coming in the mail because they have been chewing the shit out of everything lately, so they definitely, I think they need to whittle their little teeth down. So, yeah. Anyway, that's about it. Just wanted to give you guys an update on the Rage Room and kind of give my thoughts and opinions on that. I would like to do one again, but I would like to have something that doesn't just shatter when I hit it. Again, I just want to let loose on something that will not turn to dust from one hit. Because it's a good concept, and it's nice to have that whole, like, bam, smashed, yay, that felt good. But, man, for the people like me who I just have so much... Because, like, if you don't know past me and you only know current me, I used to have, and I still do, but it's a lot more controlled and a lot better, like, mitigated. I had so much rage and just vitriol, hate, anger as a kid, in my teenage years and my high school years and stuff like that, and very difficult to control it back then because I had no emotional outlet, and I didn't have obviously grown and matured in like the way that I compartmentalize and sort through my own my own mental issues. I'm a lot better at now. My skills are more refined. But back then it was just raw, unmitigated, pure mental asphyxiation. So, kicking doors, punching walls. I went into the bathroom at my school, and we had like, not brick, but they were like cinder block brick walls, and I would just grind my knuckles down the wall until I bled. Shit like that. Sorry, trigger warning. But, and obviously a lot of other stuff, a lot of expected self-inflicted things. 3.7 miles. So I'm a lot better now, but I still really wish, because like I remember back, I think I might have been 19 or something like that. I just grabbed like a metal pole. I was having a really bad day, and I'm not outwardly violent to anybody. Like I would never take out my anger on a person. Like even when I was at like a blinding rage of, like, alright, so even when like me and my ex broke up, I'm not gonna get too like into that, but like me and my ex broke up, and it was a bad blowout, it was a bad breakup on my side. I shattered, I turned to dust. But even then, I didn't like scream and yell at her. I didn't like go fucking nuts. All that shit just like, it just turns like a black hole in me, and all that goes inward. So I'm not outwardly angry. I'll yell and I'll shout and I'll like maybe hit my desk or something, but I don't direct that at people, because it's not their fucking problem. Unless somebody's like threatening me or doing something to where it actually warrants me outwardly being aggressive at that person, it has to be justified. But like, just me being in a bad mood, I don't do that. So I don't threaten people with violence. Or like, hell, dude, I had that kid at my job, I think I talked about before, who got in my face and was threatening to kick my ass, and I just kind of like, I had every right in the world to defend myself, even though he didn't hit me. But he was like literally he was sniffing the inside of my nose. He was trying to touch our skulls. He was so close, and like threatening and putting his finger in my face, and I still didn't. I did not. I mean, I eventually yelled back at him because he wouldn't get out of my face, but I had every reason in the world to throw hands, and I didn't, because I'm way better. I'm way more controlled than I ever used to be. But I still want to smash stuff. Just I don't want to smash people unless they really deserve it. And he arguably deserved it, but I didn't. I was at work. I did not need that shit. So if I had one improvement for the Rage Room, now that I'm 20 minutes into this, it would just be everybody should have a TV, a singular television, an old box TV with the baseball bat, and let them have that as the final boss of the Rage Room to wear themselves out. Because I should not leave there able to drive an hour and a half home. My arms are sore, sure, but I should not be able to drive home. I should be so tired from letting out all my frustrations. Yeah, it was fine. I don't know if I could recommend that one. It's a little bit limited, but I do recommend Rage Rooms in general. They're a really good concept. Yeah, anyway, thanks for listening to me ramble. I will be home in 30 minutes, hopefully. Bye-bye.